My name is Kimberly Hughes, and I'm represented by Meisner Management and Gallant Management, and I'm reading for the role of Blair. You should have kept your mouth shut. You embarrassed him. That's why Thompson stuck you with me. You're a babysitter, Dolan. Your job is to keep me away from this investigation.
My only job is to find Elena Hutchins.
I checked up on you. You cracked the Yemeni Brotherhood bombing, and then you took 6 months administrative leave. That's a really strange thing to do when you're on your way up.
You're mistaken, Blair. I'm a government employee. There is no way up.
It must have been something personal. Because you don't strike me as an alcoholic or an addict. I mean, nobody will say anything on the record, but people are saying it's to do with your family. To do with your wife.
I don't talk about my private life.
I just want to know who I'm dealing with. I don't want to play doctor, Dolan.
Now that I have no problem showing you.
Oh, please. Okay, I'll shut up.
I checked on you too. You were something of a prodigy, right? Graduated Brown at 17, master and doctorate at Princeton by 21. With that type of resume, you should be on the fast track to assistant director.
Yeah, well, I have a reputation.
There might have been some comments about you being intense.
No, I believe the term they use is crazy. But let me ask you this. How is it possible that all the natural occurrences that happen every year, everything that's reported, how is it possible that not one of them is true? Maybe it's that we're not seeing what's obvious here. Extraordinary things happen every day that science alone cannot explain.
Yes, and the Kings won the Stanley Cup. Just because there are near impossible things that happen doesn't mean there are demons in the world. Thanks for not throwing me under the bus. It won't happen again.
That's it. That's all I get after having to hold a gun to your head.
My apology also comes with a set of steak knives. What more could you want?
Answers. I want to know everything. And I want you to start from the beginning. How did you know Alana's clothes were in a duffel bag under the bed?
She told me.
That girl? She didn't say a thing.
I saw it. Tiny movements, her eyes, the pulse in her neck, her fingernails. Things I might never have noticed were suddenly jumping out at me.
What about the shot?
I sensed something. I was lucky, so were you.
Sensed? How?
I don't know. It was kind of a blur.
What you're saying is right, but it doesn't make sense. It doesn't mean anything.
Hey, would you give me a break? Did you see the size of that guy? I'm lucky to be standing here. Look, I was pissed and I was scared. And things got mixed up. By the time I snapped out of it, you were standing there with a gun to my head.
So you're telling me that what happened in there you had no control over?
You're mixing my words. I'm good to go.
No. You're not telling me something, and you need to start telling me now.
"6 months ago, I got home from an assignment to an empty house. My wife Allie was gone. No signs of foul play, but every scrap of evidence that she existed left with her. I mean, credit cards, IDs, even pictures. I searched every inch of that house. I spent every waking moment trying to find her. And was she taken, drugged, held against her will? You know what I found? Nothing. It was like she vanished into thin air. I started to question everything, especially myself. I was losing it. I mean, in order to keep my sanity, I had to finally accept that she's lost to me. Because I would have lost myself if I kept looking. That's when Thompson called me and offered to reinstate me.
I'm sorry, Dolan.
I'm going to do whatever it takes to find Elena.
Okay.